Welcome back. Tonight, we're going to take a journey through one of the most important systems in the human body, the circulatory system. As you settle in and relax, imagine taking a slow, deep breath. Fresh air enters your lungs, filling millions of tiny air sacs called alveoli. These microscopic structures are where an extraordinary exchange begins. Now imagine following a single oxygen molecule. It drifts through the wall of an alveolus and approaches a nearby capillary. Because oxygen naturally moves from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration, it crosses into the blood through a process called diffusion. Waiting inside that capillary is a red blood cell. Inside the red blood cell is a protein called hemoglobin. Think of hemoglobin as a transportation vehicle designed specifically for oxygen. The oxygen molecule attaches itself to hemoglobin and begins an incredible journey. With each heartbeat, blood is pushed through a vast network of blood vessels. Imagine highways stretching across an entire continent. Now imagine those highways reaching every organ, every tissue, and nearly every cell in the body. That is what the circulatory system does every second of every day. As the red blood cell travels, it eventually reaches a muscle cell. At this very moment, millions of cells throughout your body are hard at work. Some help you move, some help you think. Others repair damaged tissues or carry out countless chemical reactions. But all of these activities require energy. Inside the cell, glucose is waiting. When oxygen arrives, glucose and oxygen participate in a process called cellular respiration. This process releases energy and produces a molecule called ATP. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. It is often called the energy currency of the cell. Every heartbeat, every thought, every muscle contraction, every signal sent through the nervous system, all depend on ATP. Without oxygen, cells cannot efficiently perform cellular respiration. Without cellular respiration, ATP production decreases, and without ATP, life cannot continue. This is why the circulatory system works continuously to deliver oxygen throughout the body. The journey of our oxygen molecule may seem small, but it is helping power the entire human body. Now imagine that the oxygen has been used. The cell has produced ATP. The work is done. But every process leaves something behind. In this case, that waste product is carbon dioxide. The circulatory system now begins a new mission. Instead of delivering supplies, it starts collecting waste. Carbon dioxide leaves the cell and enters the bloodstream. But here's something many students don't realize. Most carbon dioxide does not travel through the blood as a gas. Instead, most of it is converted into bicarbonate ions. This is one of those small details that many students overlook, and one worth remembering. Imagine millions of tiny waste packages traveling through the bloodstream as bicarbonate ions. The blood carries them back toward the lungs. Eventually, they arrive at the alveoli where the process began. The carbon dioxide is released. You exhale. And the waste leaves the body. The circulatory system is not only responsible for transporting gases. Now imagine you've just finished eating a healthy meal. Your digestive system breaks food down into smaller nutrients. These nutrients enter the bloodstream and begin their own journey. Glucose travels to cells that need energy. Amino acids travel to tissues that need growth and repair. Fats provide long-term energy storage and support many important functions throughout the body. The circulatory system acts like a massive delivery network. Every second, it transports essential materials to trillions of cells. Without this transportation system, cells would quickly run out of the resources they need to survive. The bloodstream also carries hormones. Imagine a message being sent from one part of the body to another. Hormones are chemical messengers produced by endocrine glands. They travel through the blood to reach target cells throughout the body. Some hormones tell cells to grow. Others regulate metabolism. Some help control blood sugar levels. Others influence reproduction, stress responses, and countless other functions. The circulatory system ensures that these messages arrive at exactly the right destination. Certain hormones and other lipid-soluble molecules face an additional challenge. Because blood is primarily made of water, some molecules cannot travel freely within it. Instead, they must attach to special carrier proteins. Think of these carrier proteins as protective vehicles transporting valuable cargo through the bloodstream. Without carrier proteins, many important molecules would never reach their targets. Now imagine a busy city at the end of a long day. Supplies have been delivered. Messages have been sent. But garbage still needs to be collected. The circulatory system performs that task as well. As cells carry out their daily activities, they produce waste products. One important waste product is urea. The bloodstream transports urea to the kidneys. Think of the kidneys as highly advanced filtration plants. As blood passes through them, unwanted substances are removed while useful materials are retained. The blood is cleaned and returned to circulation. This process continues every moment of every day. The circulatory system is a transportation network, a communication network, a waste removal system, and a life support system all at the same time. Now let's explore another important function of the circulatory system: body temperature regulation. Imagine stepping outside on a hot summer afternoon. The sun is shining overhead. The air feels warm. Slowly, your body temperature begins to rise. Almost immediately, specialized sensory neurons called thermoreceptors detect the change. These thermoreceptors send signals to a region of the brain called the hypothalamus. You can think of the hypothalamus as the body's thermostat. Just as a thermostat monitors the temperature inside a home, the hypothalamus constantly monitors your internal temperature. When the body becomes too warm, the hypothalamus takes action. It sends signals to small arteries called arterioles near the surface of the skin. The smooth muscle within these arterioles relaxes. As a result, the arterioles widen. This process is called vasodilation. As more blood flows near the surface of the skin, heat escapes into the surrounding air. The body begins to cool. Sweat glands also become active. Sweat forms on the skin and eventually evaporates. As it evaporates, it carries heat away from the body. Together, vasodilation and sweating help prevent overheating. Now imagine a cold winter morning. The air is freezing. A cold wind blows across your skin. Your body temperature begins to fall. Again, thermoreceptors detect the change. Again, they send signals to the hypothalamus. But this time, the response is different. The hypothalamus signals the arterioles near the skin to narrow. The smooth muscle contracts. The vessels become smaller. This process is called vasoconstriction. Because less blood reaches the skin's surface, less heat escapes. The body conserves warmth. If body temperature continues to drop, another response begins. Muscles start contracting rapidly and involuntarily. This is known as shivering. These repeated contractions generate heat and help raise body temperature. Without even thinking about it, your body is constantly making adjustments to maintain a stable internal environment. This stability is known as homeostasis. Homeostasis is one of the most important concepts in human physiology. The circulatory system plays a major role in maintaining it. Even now, as you listen, billions of blood cells continue their journeys. They transport oxygen, carry nutrients, deliver hormones, remove waste, and help regulate body temperature. The circulatory system never truly rests. And because it never rests, life continues. Thank you for studying with me tonight. Take a slow, deep breath, relax, and I'll see you in the next lesson.